Hello there, Leo. Welcome back to Misfits of the Zodiac. My name is Ace. I'm doing a bonus autumnal reading for you today. So, what this is meant to do is to encapsulate the energies that will be around you for the months that are in our autumnal season. I chose one tarot card that I think will encapsulate the main energy for you. I have a crystal card that I think would be helpful for you for this autumnal season. You have one animal oracle, and I chose one card from my Secret Woods oracle that I think would be helpful for you for this month. So let's get right into it. The card that you got from my tarot is the Holly King. This is talking about you going within. I feel like the summation of this whole reading kind of mostly is talking about your inner self and reconnecting with your emotions and your creativity. Almost basically all four of these cards kind of touch on that. This is kind of telling me that you might need some solo time. This is usually the Hermit in a normal tarot. It's also asking you to kind of take your own path and go your own way. I get the feeling that you could have either been through, I mean, we've all been through a lot this year, but I feel like there could be some emotional essence or emotional residue that's lingering that needs to kind of be not dealt with, but like moved through, if that makes sense. And I think the best way to do that is to get some solo time, some hermit time, if you will. This is a really good time leading into the winter when it gets real quiet and we're able to kind of like sit with ourselves, do some shadow work. I feel like, again, this whole reading is kind of coming from a very heart-centered space. So doing some healing of the emotions could really help bring out some extra creativity, or maybe using creativity or creative endeavors to kind of get in touch with your emotional state could be really helpful this autumn. So the card that you got is one of my favorites. It's Green Aventurine. They're good for good luck, prosperity, new opportunities, but the one that I think stands out the most for me personally, for you, is heart healing. This is a really good card for the heart. If you have Green Aventurine, I would highly recommend using it this autumn. Could really help to heal some of the emotional residue that we were talking about. If you don't have a Green Aventurine, another really great substitute for this would be rose quartz, because it's pretty abundant. You can find it in most crystal shops. If you don't have any crystals, just sitting with yourself, maybe going into nature and just taking some time to look at what you're feeling and allow yourself to feel your feelings and not run from them. You might have been experiencing a lot of like busyness, or we're about to go into a very busy time of year, and before it starts to ramp up and get really crazy, I think it would be really beneficial to sit and spend some time alone. I feel like that's going to really benefit you a lot this autumn. You have the sea serpent, which I thought was really interesting for your animal oracle. So if you see there, this is kind of like a snake eating its own tail. Sorry about that. I'm going to turn this off so I don't get interrupted. That's Back to the Future, if you weren't aware. So the sea serpent is talking about, again, cycles ending and new cycles beginning. But I feel more inclined to talk about the fact that this is a very water-based animal. Obviously, this is a mythical animal, which I think is kind of interesting. Again, it's causing you, it's making me think of creativity, kind of like thinking outside of the box. something that's not quote unquote natural, right? But it's a very watery element, which is the um, element of the emotions. And the sea serpent is a very uh, deep animal. It goes to the depths of the sea. So I feel like trying to reach the depths of your emotions or the depths of your unconscious could be really helpful. Again, it's just kind of a, very in line with everything else that you got. It feels like a lot of heart healing is needed in the month of, or in the months of autumn. And then the last one you got is the naturalist, a secret to protect your power. So this is this squirrel in this. He has these nuts that he is collecting from these different mythical animals. Again, with the mythical animals, and then he is planting these seeds to create something new. But he's kind of do it in secret. And I feel again with the Holly King, this time of year is going to be really I feel like you're going through some sort of metamorphosis, and I feel that there's a cocooning happening, if you will. And the naturalist is asking for you to take all of the things that you learned this year, heed them, and kind of maybe touch back on all of these different elements, on anything that brought a lot of emotional potential anguish, and giving yourself time to really either grieve them or work through those emotions so they don't stay dormant in the body and they don't get stuck in the body. Again, I think using green aventurine or rose quartz, or again, just anything that makes you feel in touch with your heart, in touch with the heart chakra, is going to be really beneficial to you for the months that are included in the autumnal season. I hope this helped for you. I hope you found this interesting. If you enjoyed this kind of a reading, I would love to hear from you. I'm trying different things on this channel, things I'm feeling inspired to do. If you like this, definitely leave me a like or a share or subscribe and come back as a misfit. I would love to have you come back. And I will talk to you in the month of December for your monthly December reading. I'll talk to you later.